Well, hello. Welcome back for yet another episode of RV Life What Do You in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Hi, I'm Danae, and this is episode 50. Long overdue as well. So sorry about that. Oh my gosh, this video is from a month ago. I am so sorry it took me so long to finally catch up, but I went and bought some cute little knickknacks, including this little carry bag that says caring about other people is very irritating. That spoke to me on a deep personal level. I also found this really cute Grimm steeper, tea steeper. I got a new pop socket for my phone that says world domination with a little black kitty cat on it. I was gifted the tarot cards, and then I got a little badass award because I'm badass. So in this particular episode, I had bought a box of Legos. It's like this cute little Happy Plants Legos, and they had been sitting in the RV for, I don't know, like 3 weeks before I finally got the mood to do them. So right now I'm going ahead and making myself a little cup of tea, which I believe I did the apple pie spice something or another tea, and then a little box of matcha pocky, which I absolutely love matcha, so I had to nibble on those. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the little plant Legos, which are super cute.
Here's the quote. I haven't seen people so aroused in a very long time.
That's tough.
Was it Rose or Senator Chuck Schumer?
It's definitely Chuck Schumer.
This is a quote from Chuck Schumer. Chuck was talking about how he likes seeing people push back against him. This is a quote from Dorothy. To be fair,
Some days, you just really want to relax, kick back, enjoy something warm, cozy, sweet, and then just like turn off your brain a little bit for a while and do something that's really, really simple. Just following some basic little instructions. And I feel like after the day that I had, that was exactly what put me in the mood to come home and just build the Legos. Or, for all I know, I came home, I saw the box, and I was like, I'm tired of looking at this box. Let me just go ahead and put these Legos together. Whatever the reason, make sure that in the days that we're having right now, which I don't need to explain, I'm sure you know what kind of days you've been having lately, that maybe you just need to take a little time to unwind, unplug, and just do something with your hands. Keeps you busy, takes your mind off of the world, and hopefully that helps you reset. Maybe you're not the kind to want to do a hands-on puzzle. Maybe you like to do crosswords or word searches. I also have a word search book, so anytime I feel like doing that, I'll just break that out and have a good time. Maybe it's time that you worked on that to be read pile or got back to that book that you still haven't finished. I know I am halfway into a book. It's called Make Me a Monster. Oh gosh, I can't remember who the author is. It's like Kaylee something or another, I think. I could be wrong. But I'm like halfway into it. And sometimes instead of just doom scrolling on your phone or getting yourself all caught up in anxious moments of watching the news, maybe you just need to pull that book out, put your phone away, listen to some music, listen to an audiobook, read a book, listen to some music. Do something that doesn't involve being trapped behind a blue screen for some dopamine that really doesn't even stick with you and ultimately still leaves you feeling uncertain and unhappy. I actually went out to a local sandwich shop that I like around here, and the guy that made my sandwich, I asked him how he was doing, and he said, well, I guess I'm doing okay. And I had that moment where I was like, but are you though? Because the way you answered was a little concerning. And he goes, actually, one of my friends mentioned that to me, that I didn't have my usual exuberance. And I guess that existential dread is getting to me. So if the existential dread is getting to you too, this is your little reminder to do something for you today. Something that removes that little bit of dread, reminds you that there are good things to be focused on, good things to come, and that, in the end, you'll be okay. Okay, so we are finishing up the little yellow one. I think I'm going to name him Sunshine. And I thought it was actually kind of funny because when I was doing this and I looked at the little plant, I'm like, look at this. They made us make a root on it and everything. I don't know why, but it made me think of a mandrake from Harry Potter. If it had a little face on it, then 100% I would I would have really thought of the mandrake, but just like looking at it with the little root on there, I'm like, this is so cute. I don't know how I feel about it having a little front butt with those two little things on the bottom. Like, do you see where the two little squares are? They gave it a front butt. I don't quite understand that, but whatever. Okay, time to get started on Little Boy Blue. Look how cute this one is. And there they are, all finished. And look at that. So I have this little space above each of the windows that I can prop something on. And I was like, well, let's do something there so it looks less empty. And I think this looks pretty cute. What do you think? So for the last part of this video, it's basically just a chill day at the beach. I went to John D. MacArthur Park, which is, well, a park, obviously, but it has this, I think it's like a mile-long bridge in between the park itself and the intercoastal. It goes over that to where the beach actually is. So you can get a nice long walk, or you can ride a cart across. And then in the intercoastal, you can kayak or canoe or paddleboard or whatever people want to do over there. So when I got there, I was like, oh darn, if I had thought about this sooner, I could have kayaked on the intercoastal, and that would have been fun, but didn't know or think about it in advance. I only saw the signs when I got there. But this little visit was fun. The weather was gorgeous. The sun was hot. The sand was lava. Okay, the sand was lava. There were points when I'm walking across the sand where I reminded myself, people make glass out of this when it gets hot enough. I literally was burning the skin off of my feet. So reminder to bring my little sand shoes and not sandals, and definitely never again walk barefoot on the sand, because oh my God, the torture. So aside from that, I had been kind of like distracted when I was grabbing my beach supplies out of my trunk, and I have two different cans in there. One is after sun care, and the other one is sunscreen. And can you guess which can I accidentally grabbed before I walked the full mile across this bridge to get to the beach, and then climbed all the way down the stairs and across the hot lava sand to set up my towel before I realized that I had the wrong can? I give you two guesses. That's correct. I grabbed the after sun care spray instead of the sunscreen SPF that I needed. So when I tell you that I got so sunburnt after this, my skin was so, I've never really been much of a lobster because I'm tan already. I'm naturally brown. But oh my God, I was so red. Like my coworkers were like, huh, you look kind of pink. And I was like, yeah, you don't say. Thank you so much for joining us on yet another episode of RV Life, What Do You Eat in a Week, brought to you by the Danae Collective. Don't forget to like and subscribe in order to get notified of additional content we release every Sunday. Have a wonderful week. Come back and see us again. Bye.